Hey everybody, it's Lynn here from A Bit of Birdsong. It is Thursday morning. I just cleaned up my kitchen. I'm out in the workshop. I have my coffee. I was out of half and half this morning, so I had to put ice cream in it. In case you see this stuff floating around and say, what in the world? It's an all-natural vanilla bean ice cream, so you can see the little flecks of vanilla and ice cream floating around in there. Anyway, I'm gonna spend a few minutes this morning in my everyday journal, which is a junk journal slash art journal. It does everything. Junk journal, art journal, keepsake, everything you can think of. And I do sit on the couch at night and work in this journal. So there may be things in here that I've put in that I didn't do on camera. And I love my art closet. I absolutely love being able to look over and see all the journals there, and to be able to just take a few steps and take a journal off the shelf and work in it. I have a few things I want to add this morning. This is a bag from some popcorn that I got at the Dollar Tree. This Pop Daddy popcorn, jalapeno cheddar. It was very good. And it's a small snack. You know, it's not, because I can eat a whole bag of popcorn, a whole large bag by myself. And sometimes if I'm out, I just get a small bag at the Dollar Tree and I sit in my vehicle and enjoy it while I watch people and traffic, and you know what I mean. And I love my vehicle. It's kind of like my home away from home. I keep art things in there, and I keep blankets and pillows. I have soap and water so I can wash my hands, and yeah, I just really love it. So we're gonna put a couple of pieces of tape on this. I'm starting to run out of places to glue in or sew in large items, but I still have some things that I really want to keep, like this. So we're just going to tape this in, and I think the duct tape is going to stick to that fabric. So there's that. Maybe get a smaller piece for right here, and hopefully that will stay in. And I had this pretty fabric. I've been going through fabric to make some fabric packs, the 1 pound bags, and I had this little piece. I think it was a vintage sheet, and I can't believe I sewed it that far down in there. I wanted to be able to see the pattern on it, but that's okay. If I want a piece that bad of this fabric in my journal, I can just get another piece and tape it in there. What else do we have? We have this from a book of stamps that I finished up yesterday. That's just the, you know, the UPC or the barcode, whatever. And it shows which pack of stamps it was. And then I have this packaging from Bounce dryer sheets, which I use to process my fabric that I purchase and then put in packs. We've got this little, I wonder if that'll fit in there. That's a little bag from some wipes, like baby wipes. I keep those in my vehicle as well to wipe my hands off. And you know, like if I have the grandkids and somebody gets something sticky all over their hands or whatever. And I also keep them in here at the art desk. I don't use them a lot at the art desk because I have all of these towels, and that way I'm not adding, you know, more trash to the environment there. I just use them over and over again. But the baby wipes are nice because my towels under that I keep hanging right under the desk, they get so dirty that if I want to wipe the table off, sometimes it's nice to have something that's completely clean, like a baby wipe. And like I said, I don't do it often. And I've kind of got the desk ready for Halloween. I had some large vinyl pieces that I got from Joann's, and I don't know, I guess I just wanted a change. I've had the lace tablecloth underneath for so long, and I do work on top of paper so that I end up with, you know, painty paper for journals, and I'm still going to do that, but I put the fabric under here, this really pretty Halloween fabric, and the vinyl on top. So we have a cat who's very picky. We have 4 cats inside, and it seems like a neighborhood cat has adopted us outside. And one of our cats, the oldest of the 4, he has become very picky with his food. This is kind of expensive, and it's expensive to feed 4 cats, 5, okay? Because when I go out and Chester's sitting out there looking at me, I'm not gonna, I don't know. He kind of lives at our house. So anyway, it gets expensive. So I was hesitant to spend this much more, but the picky cat loves this one, and that would be Mars. That would be our big red boy. And he loves this, so it is totally worth it. We kind of keep this separate from him. And I believe he has a few issues with his teeth. He's got that resorption or whatever it's called, the dental. I just think as he gets older, it's getting harder for him to eat, and he will not touch soft food. We've tried everything. We've tried all different kinds. He just turns his nose up and walks off. He kind of prances off. We call him the ambassador. So we keep this special for him, and he won't eat too much at one time. So what we end up doing is taking him back to one of the bedrooms and giving him food by himself, just to let him eat in peace, because the other cats will, you know, the other cats are all sweet, but if they see him not finishing food, I mean, they're sure going to finish it. And none of them need to be eating anymore. They're nice and healthy. So I'll probably make a little note on this. This is Sharpie. And hopefully the ink will dry enough to stay there. We shall see. If it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I have a little paper bag, and this is from some brioche bread. And this, Cynthia, I think you sent this, and I glued this upside down to make a pocket to slide things under, because that made me think of the lion. I know the coat is different, but that just has sort of a safari look. It's also got a tie-dye look, but the color makes me think of tigers and, you know, that sort of thing. An animal you might see on a safari. And this is just an offcut from some paper that I made. I didn't make the paper, sorry. It was ended up being like a painty paper or a background paper, and I ended up using it in the zine for, I don't remember which month it was. It wasn't the last one, it was the one before that. I feel like I need to do something with these. But for now, I am gonna cut out this little symbol that says farmhouse eggs. I'm still thinking about getting chickens. And we used to raise rabbits. Michaela and I did. Those were the days. Goes by fast, people. Let's just hold that down for a minute. We can come back and add more glue later if we need to, or even a staple. But I think that's going to be okay. Let's keep turning. I think I also want this grade A up here. Maybe the cage-free hens, brown eggs. Ooh, and the cage-free. That could mean so many things. That's gonna be okay. I just feel like I should have had more on the edge. But leave it alone, okay? That's what I tell myself, just let it be. I put a little bit of the alcohol pearl on this. Apparently I got too much glue and it pulled part of the paper away. I love to stay caught up on my, what the universe sends every day, whether it's packaging or things that I find, rusty washers, anything like that. Bottle caps that can be used as charms. I don't like to get behind on this. And also, it's not even a matter of getting behind. I enjoy this so much. And it makes me happy. So I feel sad if I don't work in my journals like this and just write out little thoughts and quotes, kind of things that are emotional and things I want to remember. I really enjoy it. So I guess I just start feeling a little sad if I don't have time to get to this. Oh, there's a nice big spot. And Jay, I put in some of the large nature stickers from that book you sent to me. Love those. Cynthia, I think that's from you. I put that in to be a little pocket right there in the edge. And there's a Domino's sugar box that I cut in the shape of a butterfly and put the little antennae on there. What was that? Oh yeah, a little note from my granddaughter. Oh, and here's where I made some paper ruffle. That's one of my favorite things to use, and I don't make it enough. I don't mind making it, but it's something that, you have to be intentional and make you know, fold the paper and then sew it and then put the trim on there and distress it. So sometimes I think, oh, I should make some paper ruffle, and then I think about everything I have to do and the time involved. But I did stop the other day, and I just was in the mood to make some and sort of sit at the sewing machine and meditate for a little bit. So that's what I did. There's a little pocket here. And that's some mini fruit pops, like popsicles that I had when the grandkids were here. There's a little pocket there. I love this page. I love this page so much. Oh, there were some quotes about death, a whole page that, that's one of the things I did sitting on the couch. I cut all of those out and glued them in. Let's see. This thing is getting so full. I absolutely love it. Let me see here. Where do they start? Maybe we can read some of these. Let us accustom ourselves to regard death as a form of life which we do not yet understand. Death is but a departure unto an unknown, filled with wonderful promises. And that's Maurice Maeterlinck. I'm not sure how to say that last name. Be still prepared for death, and death or life shall thereby be the sweeter. And that is Shakespeare. For death is no more than a turning of us over from time to eternity. That was William Penn. No man can be ignorant that he must die, nor be sure that he may not this very day. Death is not a subject for mourning when it is followed by immortality. Cicero. Life is eternal, and love is immortal, and death is only a horizon, and a horizon is nothing save the limit of our sight. And that's Rossiter Worthington Raymond. Those who leave us are welcomed by others, and that's Richard L. Evans. There's another one. When she had passed, it seemed like the ceasing of exquisite music. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. It matters not at what hour the righteous fall asleep. Death cannot come untimely to him who is fit to die. The less of this cold world, the more of heaven. The briefer life, the earlier immortality. And that's Henry Hart Millman. Now that may be all, because I know I ran out at a certain point. I guess that's all the journaling. Well, no, it's not, because I do want to add some paint on. I want to start adding paint on the spots that need it. That's something that I like to do. So let's put that right under there. I think we're just gonna go with the pink. I know I've used this a lot. It happens to be the closest to me. And since I have been sorting fabric, I've got a box of fabric underneath. It's underneath the desk, but it's sitting right in front of the drawer where I keep my paints. And I'm not wanting to turn that container over. So it was easy to open that drawer just enough to get the pink paint out. Plus, I think the pink's going to be really pretty on this page with that orange. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I want that to dry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back really soon, and bye for now.